The views expressed in this video presentation are my opinions and not necessarily the opinions of guests and others sharing or reposting this video. The content is produced only for educational and informational purposes. Do not regard any statements in this video as a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument. Investing comes with risk to loss of principal. Always conduct your own research and seek guidance from a professional investment advisor. I am not a professional investment advisor. I am Dollar Will. And this feed today is very much about US dollar. And I know it's titled Bitcoin, but you got to keep in mind you are trading a relationship. Bitcoin or Ethereum and Shiba Inu, they are all cryptocurrencies. The most important word in that is currency. Okay? At the end of the day, it's a currency. And you're trading a relationship. In this case, chart number 1 is Bitcoin. It's this particular pair is BTC, Bitcoin, US dollar. So you're trading this relationship. So when the dollar is weak, that creates a clear path for Bitcoin to rise. But the dollar has been storming higher. And now Bitcoin is doing pretty much what it should be doing. It should be going down while the dollar is going up. And there was a long period where they were going up together. And I was wondering when that relationship was going to, quote, act right. Get on some serious act right. Now it's actually working like it's supposed to. So Bitcoin is falling because of the strength in the dollar. And again, it's a relationship that you're trading, right? So what we have here on this chart is this blue line represents the bottom. And this particular chart is a monthly. Go all the way here. We go to like pretty much, look here, 0. And no October 2010. All right. So not to get too into the weeds with this, because I'm an Elliott Wave Theory trader. Elliott Wave Theory holds that prices have make 5 waves up and 3 waves down. Or more specifically, 5 waves in the primary direction of the trend. Now, in this case, that's up, and then 3 waves down. In Bitcoin, we have a completed 5-wave structure, and so we're expecting a pretty severe retrace, pretty severe, on the order of, let's say 75-80% in that area. That's quite common, okay? And that's what it looks like we're going to get. Now, the 3 down is, we count 1 through 5 up, and we count ABC down. We just count ABC to differentiate from the numbers. The numbers are used to count the 5-wave structure, and the alphabets are used to count the 3-wave corrective pattern. And so you got a A, B, and a C in progress. Now this red candle here on the monthly is, or this axis over here, is very important, because we're trying to, this low here for this green candle is 3, look right there, 37182.1, 37182. We need to stay above that. So again, 37182, 37397, not there yet. If this candle here, this current candle, I'm going to say when this candle goes lower than this particular green, you're going to see it pick up speed on the decline. Okay? Definitely going to see that. And down here on the stochastic, we got a momentum divergence was kind of tipped us off. The price made a high here, and it made a higher high, but here the divergence went the other way. Momentum, let me put it that way. Momentum went the other way. So the market wasn't buying. There were fewer people buying that top. They already started leaving the party. Okay? They were already leaving the party. Price went higher, but the marketplace checked out. And eventually, now, I mean, price and momentum can go separate directions, and can go that way for a pretty long time. But at some point, price will catch up and follow momentum, and that's what's happening now. So price is finally responding to the exodus, okay, of buyers. Okay, so Bitcoin projects to fall to this area right in here where it took off. So this is 11,174. And that should do it. It doesn't have to be the end. It could go all the way to zero. But this would be, I would say, my first point where I would look for recovery. If I see bullishness in this area, I would be inclined to get long Bitcoin at this area with a stop loss at whatever the lowest low is once we get here. That would be the only time I would be interested in buying Bitcoin. All right. And we're not quite over sold yet. We gotta get down here to this white area. On this monthly chart, we got a nice healthy trend here. So we're long. It could stand the haircut, okay, without any serious damage. There's so much, so many holders, so much momentum, so much strength here. It could stand what we call a reversion to the mean, okay, come back down. Let's take a look at the weekly. Yes, we've dropped below the center line on the MACD on the weekly. That's a little bit of concern. So it's stressed. Just a reminder, I do have a Patreon if you want to learn technical analysis. What I'm showing you here is a highly simplified version. If you want to really understand Elliott wave theory, how to make these projections, because you can look around on my page, and you can see I was calling for the S&P correction and all of that. So if you want to learn how to get ahead of this stuff, and not be a slave to the news cycle, because contrary to what a lot of non-technical traders think, news does not determine this. It's basic stuff, supply and demand. Okay, the stock or currency itself is subject to supply and demand. There's a cycle, and at some point, price just gets too high. Okay, and it has to create a buying opportunity for the price to rise up again. At some point in time, the marketplace just decides that it's time to take profit. Now, in my particular school of thought, Elliott wave theory, which is about 90 years old, approaching 90 years old, there's a certain pattern or patterns or structure. Like I said, that 5 waves up, 3 waves down. We don't know why that happens. It's phenomenal. It's just something about humans. We're pack animals, and it's something that we do. And it's highly rhythmic. Okay, it's rhythmic. It's cyclical. and it can be counted. Now you combine that with some other aspects of technical analysis, and you can get plenty of signals. Like I told you about this divergence, so you get signals all along before the big decline happens. And so we kind of know when we know, ain't no kind of, we know when we're in the area of danger. Now you can be a hero and try to ride it out to the last penny, or you can rein in your greed and take a profit. But with technical analysis, you get a warning, okay, or warnings. This was just one. You get warnings. Let's take a look at Ethereum. If you want to learn that, get on my Patreon. You need to join before the rate goes up. Let's see. Let's look at Ethereum. Look at it. It incredibly looks so much like Bitcoin. And it's the same kind of thing. Right when this price took off, this red line, this is the target for Ethereum. This is the A, B, C correction for Ethereum. And this is the area. So if you miss this run, this breakout, we call this a breakout, where the price was trading like in a long channel. If you look at this low here, to all the way over here, it's like one big channel. One big, or if you come to here, one big sideways move, and then it took off. So it kind of traded within a range for a long time, from 2018 to 2020. It's a good long while. So basically, you get a chance to do it again. Again, I wouldn't have no interest in buying this until it got to this area, showed some bullishness, start making some higher highs, some green candles. Then I'd be interested in getting in with a stop loss at whenever this low is, when it gets here. Okay? And come back out to the monthly. We're not oversold yet, and we got to get here. Got to sell off some more. And this ABC pattern. Same thing. Once it goes below this candle here, it should pick up speed. I think there's hardly very little chance that it's not going to break below here and come lower. And you get to make this run again from $600 up to 4,000 was what was the high. 4,864. I think people, there's so much talk about Bitcoin. I think that people have lost sight of the fact that Ethereum actually was more profitable than Bitcoin. Or let me say it another way. The price appreciated more than Bitcoin. So the real winner was Ethereum. So Ethereum would be the one I would be most interested in getting into. So let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Again, relative to the US dollar. And this one I don't trust at all, because it's got to make its ABC pattern, and it projects to run off the daggone screen. This thing could go to zero. Now that category of crypto known as shitcoins, it's like the penny stock of crypto. And anything that's risky like that, you don't hodl those. You don't hodl. I'm against hodling, okay? We technical traders, we're against hodling. because we know how to recognize when the trend is reversed, and we know signs of when to get back in. Okay. And don't listen to people that say you can't pick the bottom. We never said we were trying to pick the bottom. We're not guessing at it. Okay. We're not we're trying to get near the end of the recovery. So we're not even to say that we can't pick the it's, what do you call that? What's that in debate where somebody makes up an argument you didn't say and then try to prove it as if that's what you said? That's what people who don't know technical analysis do to technical traders all the time. They try to speak for us and put what we do in a bad light. But many of us know fundamental analysis and technical. They only know fundamentals, so they don't know enough to be able to properly evaluate what we do or don't do. And the loser in that is you. Okay. Notice on the television shows, the stock shows, they bring in the chart, the technical traders. They call them market technicians. They call them that. That's another name for someone that practices technical analysis. That's all it is. When the market gets extremely distressed, all of the fundamental people stand back, and in comes the market technicians. And you want to know what they know, what we know. That's what you need to study. So get on that Patreon. How much money do you have to lose before you decide that you need to learn that? Okay. So yeah, this one, I'd run like hell. I wouldn't touch this. I wouldn't buy this with your money. Nope. I'd have to wait until Ethereum and Bitcoin was looking positive. And then I peek over here, and if I found some money in the couch or underneath the car seat, in the crease in the car seat, that would be about as much as I would put on this, you know. But that's all I got. Peace. I'm out.